Hey, Bino buyers, are you into crafts like we are? We love to do tons of different crafts.
Yes, we do.
It's like the craft of the day, I swear sometimes. But so we have gone on lots of different sites looking for some of our craft supplies.
A deal, right?
It gets expensive.
And when you have an entire craft room with their stuff, you have to pace yourself on how much you spend on what.
Right. And so we've looked to see what are some of the better deals and stuff. So these are some of our craft haul items that we found that we got a really good deal on Temu.
Yep, or a little different, right?
A little different.
So these are the teeny tiny little
They're called eye hooks.
thank you. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
She's my backup. So I got a variety pack. So it's got gold and copper and silver in here. And then we had actually gotten some on Wish too.
We were trying to compare the two.
Yep. So they were about the same amount. This was actually cheaper, and I like that I had a variety. I mean, that's a lot of silver.
It was cheaper and a variety. How do you beat that?
But those little eye hooks, you use those for a lot of different things. Like so, I thought it was a good deal.
Jewelry, Christmas ornaments, all kinds of things. You use those.
Yep. And we bought the tiny ones. We got the tiny ones, but they have all different sizes too.
One of my things that I'm always on the quest for my craft stuff is scissors, because invariably whatever size scissors I have are not right, or they've somehow mysteriously disappeared in our house. They walk off. And so I always need kind of ones that are more like exacting.
Yeah.
So I found these little ones, which I think they call them crane scissors. And there's two different sizes here, but here's what I love about them is, do you see how pointy that is? I mean, I use them as like seam rippers.
Oh yeah,
these things are worth their weight in gold, and they're like $1.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yep, and they have them even. One of the things I really do appreciate too, these two are very pointy in the ends. I have one set that has a little rounded tip, like an extra big rounded tip. So if you're doing something that you do not want to catch something, you can do that.
Very good.
I definitely think if you're looking for scissors, Temu's definitely got the crane ones.
Yeah. So I like doing resin. I have a lot of little frames and stuff I do, and I have found the molds are really inexpensive. This one is deeper. It's a rose. It's so pretty. And then I have this one is birds.
This one I love so much.
Yeah. You see all that? And they're cheap. I mean, comparatively speaking, right? But I think this was like $4, and this was maybe like $3. But sometimes you use these like a one-shot deal, right? And sometimes you use them over and over again. But you can get a really good variety, and in general, they're pretty cheap. Now, and these are the flexible ones, so that really pops out well with the resin.
Yeah.
I've seen people use hot glue with these also. They're not stiff enough for the air dry clay, but big variety. These are only two of many I have that I keep on buying.
You did ones for me that were bunnies, of course. It's me, and it had little bunnies that were you then painted gold.
Yeah, they look fabulous.
They did look fabulous.
Little rub and buff on them.
Yeah,
they looked really good.
It was a good purchase.
Yeah. Yep, love these. And once you start searching on Temu for stuff, they fill your page with all extra different cycle ones. You can get tons of them.
And so because I was just talking about scissors, I'm going to keep going because I found this.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is very cool. See how it's got the little thing, so you can wear it in your little pocket protector. But you know, sometimes you take your craft stuff and you go places.
Yeah.
Okay, so this, I couldn't believe it when I found it, is actually a pair of scissors. Do you see this? Oh, it's got the little thing.
It's got the little
Sorry.
Boing.
And it's little scissors.
There you go. Little, you need an emergency sewing kit.
Yeah.
Right.
There's sometimes that I don't want to bring something that's pointy or gonna cause a problem, and if I have my crochet with me or whatever else I have, I can just put this in there so easy, and I have a set of scissors.
Yep, and you don't have to worry about it snagging on anything.
$1.11 on Temu.
Yeah, cool.
How do you beat that?
No.
Can't beat that.
Okay, for all the sewers that always pin stuff, there are these little clips. I got a huge bag of them. I think there's like 25 or 30 in here.
Oh my gosh, it's gotta be at least that many.
Again,
there's a lot in here.
Running theme, I can never see what I'm doing. I don't know.
I don't think it says.
Anyway, so sometimes when you pin, you don't have to pin. You can just clip them. You're just doing something, simple like a pillow. Just clip it.
These are so strong though.
Yeah,
I
they
like
are.
they're not like little loose clips that are gonna come off or anything.
No.
Like, I mean, that is strong. I think it's that metal piece. It's gonna...
If you are, even if you're a crafter and you're gluing something together, that's a little vice grip right there.
It is. It's really
so
strong.
you can use these for all sorts of things, but they're made for sewing instead of for the pins. You know, you trying to teach your child to sew, it might be good to use this instead of having them pin right in the beginning. So very cool and very inexpensive. Love them.
Okay, one of my other craft finds that I love is these little bottles, and they are small, right? They're not going to hold a whole lot of whatever liquid you put inside. It's like the size of that far on my finger. But they have this really tiny, tiny little tip. I don't even think you can barely see. Yeah. You can use them for glue. You can use them for paint. They have this great little silicone topper that goes on the top. If you do those dot mandalas, like the rocks or anything else like that, it's so easy to use these. Right? And one of the problems whenever you get these kind of things is the tips always get all jammed up with paint and then it's useless. And you spend like 4 hours trying to get it out. This is 19 cents.
Oh yeah.
19 cents. So if you've tried and you've cleaned it and it's just, it won't do anything anymore, you're not going to cry that you had to throw this one away.
So what I thought was hilarious is that you bought just one. It came in a pack of one.
It did come in a pack. It's 19 cents.
It's a pack of one. Package them 5 and
I would have paid $1 for 5.
Right?
I would have totally done that.
Because you buy one and
Temu.
you're like, dang it, I need another one.
Yes. Because they're so small. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
But you know what it is? Sometimes Temu lures you in. With one cheap price. So if it seems really cheap and you really want it, get a bunch.
Yep. Okay, so next I got these little...
I didn't know what these were in the beginning, and you had to explain it to me.
So you're painting something, and you want it to be elevated, right? So, yeah, you just, okay, hang on. I got it. I'm working it. There we go. So you're painting something. There's 10 of them, or 10 or 12.
So it pulls it off, so nothing gets stuck on the bottom.
So what I've seen people do is, have you ever seen the pour painting, where they... dump the paint on the canvas and then you kind of tilt the paint off and then you got to let it dry. So these are perfect for that because you can stick one on every corner and then it's elevated so it doesn't get a big puddling around the canvas or anything that you paint. You're not getting it so it, sometimes when you put it down there it gets puddling and then it dries and then you have the crispy sides and it's no good.
And you can use other stuff in your house, right? I get that. But these they stack and it's so easy and you don't feel like then you got paint all over your junk.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure what this is. I'm sure you could screw them down somehow. There's little holes on each side so you could screw it down, put a little screw in there or something if you needed to do something more like that.
Okay, somebody knows more than us.
Somebody knows more than
Tell
us.
us, is that what that's for or for something else?
I don't know, but that's what I bought them for and they were super cheap. They were under $2. So
excellent.
Very cool.
If you're like me and you like to scrapbook, you are constantly needing this, which these are tape runners. So they put double-sided tape down. This was a set of 5 for $5.39. So that means they were a little bit over $1 each.
And didn't we look on Amazon? It was pretty comparable.
Yeah, it was pretty comparable on Amazon. I'm always needing these things. So, and I've tried a couple of them now on Temu. And sometimes when you get the really cheap ones, they don't work. They break or they go. So far, so good with the ones that I have purchased from Temu.
So, and you can always use a coupon, right, or something.
Do not shop on Temu without using a coupon.
Right.
Have we not discussed this already?
Yes. Coupons.
Use a coupon on Temu.
Yes. Yep. Coupon. Okay, so also I got this little scraping tool, right? If you do use a Cricut, you know sometimes you really got to push down and get that vinyl stuck down really, really well. It's got a nice soft edge on here. It's padded. And then you have this nice thin edge where you can really get down and kind of scrape it down. It's nice and big. I don't have a bigger one like this. And I think this was under $1, but it's really sturdy too.
Can I tell you one of the things I love about it too is it's got these ridges. Because when you're dealing with paint or glue or something and it's gotten all slick and then you can't hold on to the thing anymore.
Yeah.
And so this one you could hold on to.
Yeah, with the grooves in there.
Yeah.
She's right. Good handle.
I actually got her saying I'm right on video. I'm gonna snip
man.
that and put that on a short. All right. some of my things I feel like are so simplistic, but they make my life so much better.
There you go.
Okay, as I get older and older and I need my glasses more and more, I am so thankful that someone was thoughtful enough to create needle threaders. But my problem nowadays is the old style needle threaders that have the little silver wire you put through. I'm struggling to see those. I'm struggling to see, okay, am I through the thing?
The struggle is real, people.
So terrible. So they have a different style, and this comes 5 of them for 37 cents. Plus those wire ones break all the time,
Yeah, they
right?
do. Yeah.
And so these are plastic, and it has a little hook. And so you feed the little hook, and it's like almost instantaneous. You go whoop, choop, and it's done.
Oh. Okay.
No glasses needed.
I definitely need one of those.
I have one. 5 for 37 cents.
Okay.
I'll hook you up, girl.
All right. So, okay, they have tons of wooden beads. People love wooden beads, right? They're decorating. So I decided I needed a bag of them. So one thing about Temu is you really have to pay attention to the sizes. You know, so these are cute though. They're tiny. They'll grate around. Ooh,
And they're half beads, right?
Yeah. This one's stuck. How is in it? Okay.
How'd you do
I'm
that?
trying to get it. It's stuck in there. Hang on, people. I'm getting it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Tiny, cute half bead, right? So cheap. You can't get them cheap. I've never actually seen them this small in like Hobby Lobby or Michael's.
You cannot cut those in half either. If
No,
you get like the full beads,
no,
you
no,
will
no.
lose a finger trying to cut those in half, and they will never be even. There's just no way.
No, so but they're good, right? So I wanted a bigger size. Pay attention to the sizing because I bought another size. Look, 2 different packaging, practically the same size.
Maybe a
dang it.
millimeter difference.
I don't know about that.
You don't even think they're a millimeter different?
I think they're about the same. But anyway, so now I have 2 sets.
Temu.
Still don't have the size that I need, but they're cheap. So if you want wooden beads, either the half ones or the full size, they have a pretty good selection. Just as much as Amazon. I think a little more actually, but check them out. You never know what you're gonna find.
Okay,
Read the sizes.
Always read the sizes. Always read. Yeah. Okay, so one of my things with crafting that I'm always looking for when I'm going to Temu and stuff is self-preservation items. And so my latest self-preservation item is I am tired of all the little blisters on my fingers from using a hot glue gun. It's just
Anybody
constant.
knows all that stuff is hot.
And so they used to have these. Sometimes you can get them. They're makeup ones at the Dollar Tree. And it's a silicone spatula that's supposed to be used for makeup, but you can use them for your hot glue guns to hold stuff down and stuff. I actually got this one on Temu. I like it better than the one on Dollar Tree because this is more flexible.
Okay.
And it's got this little scooper on the side.
It's a multi-tool.
It's a multi-tool, and it saves my fingers from having to hold stuff down. 44 cents, and you will save that. I know.
Right? $1.25, 44 cents.
44 cents, and it costs you more than that in Band-Aids for the blisters when you do the glue gun.
Or the cussing, the cuss jar when you're cussing like crazy.
True that.
Because you're burning your hiss off.
What else you got?
Okay, so I got these little tools for
you are
not
having a hard
grout.
time with words today.
I am. It's not grout. It's not grout. It is kind of grout. Oh,
no, it's for caulking.
Caulking. That's the word.
She's cute to look at.
They have all these different ones, so you can help caulk. So you can pull it along like this right here. You know, when you caulk and then you need to pull it the junk off, right? There's all these different ones.
All those sizes, all those kinds. You've been doing a lot of work on your house, right?
I am right now scraping glue off my concrete floor in my kitchen.
She decided to take up all of her floors on her own and clean it all out so they can relay floors in their kitchen.
I didn't like my floor was coming up.
Yeah, you just needed new ones, right? So, but she's doing it all herself. But so things like this come in crazy handy because you're gonna caulk after you put the quarter round down.
Yep, back around.
You'll caulk, boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have more tools than my husband.
All right, let me show you what's next. So I think I showed these at a different video that we did. Again, scrapbooking. If you like doing the different scrapbook things, Temu does have a lot of these different dies.
Die cuts.
Die cuts. See,
I'll help
you had the
her.
word. Okay, so I am doing these again because I actually gave these a kind of poor review on Temu because I said, every time I get one of these from Temu, I was all grumpy that day, I guess. And I said, every time I get one of these from Temu, it's always bent. It's never like exactly even, it's always bent, right? And so yes, they work, but it just bugs me that they're bent. And then one of you commented on the video saying, well, you're about to put it through the giant machine that's gonna bend it a little anyway. And if not, it's gonna flatten it for you. So calm down. So since that time, I have calmed down and now believe this is all trees for this die cut, that for the price and what you're getting, does it matter that they're bent? No, it really doesn't. So
They're straight now.
we do listen to your comments and we do actually change our views. So if there's something we've been doing today,
we've been schooled.
We have been schooled. I've been schooled and told, calm down.
Calm down.
I'm calming down and now saying, yes, I do like these from Temu.
That's funny. Okay, so you can get silicone mats. Oh, I see it's stick. Oh boy, it's sticking together because it's been folded.
Because you've been using it so much.
Yep. These are the bomb. You
So
paint on these. You can use resin on these. You can use hot glue, and it just comes right off. Comes right. I actually ran this to clean it up in the dishwasher. I'm not the washing machine. I had 4 of them.
What?
I put it in the washing machine. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, but one lady said that she did it, and I cracked her, and I did it. I can't remember her name.
Just by themselves? Or just soap or what?
But just whatever the detergent, she threw it in with some towels. Didn't know that, right?
I'm shocked.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you don't want the big clumps of resin on there. You can pick them off. But in general, if you have it, throw them in there. These things are cheap on Temu, and I have like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah. Because, you know, if I get done and I don't want to mess with it, I just toss it aside, pull out another one. When I have done left, I throw it in the washing machine and clean them up. Awesome, especially with resin, because resin will stick to everything else and ruin your table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so another self-preservation item. So you may remember one of the previous things that I bought these little
box cutters.
Little tiny cloud box cutters from Temu. They're so cute, 29 cents. I think I got one of them for like 19 cents.
Yeah.
Very, very cute and stuff. I didn't realize how good these were on, if you do this to do it up, and you do your cut, look what happens when you're done.
It's an aha
right?
moment.
So it is an aha moment. Me, self-preservation, so I'm not slicing off bits.
A finger. Yeah.
It automatically does that when I release it.
Cool.
Now I can lock it into place, and then if I lock it into place, then I have to do that to pull it back. But I like that if I'm just using it to do something and I just set it down, it closes itself up.
Yeah.
Self-preservation, 29 cents.
Yeah. I've done stupid things like
oh my goodness.
I have a heat gun, and I kept on burning. I burnt myself with the heat gun
3 times.
Yeah, because you don't realize the heat gun heats up the metal scraper, and that gets hot, and then you hit it up against your body part and you burn yourself. Don't do that. Okay, so I also do some jewelry. So sometimes when you're holding, I don't know, maybe help me here, Mel. I got short little arms. You have a jump ring, and that thing works like a charm. You put the jump ring in it sideways, and then you can open it up and it holds it still. Because if you ever, I've had like pliers in one hand and pliers in the other opening up, and then, if you don't have a steady hand, stuff falls all over the place. This way you put it in there, lock it in there, and then you can take the pliers and do it, and it's on your finger and it's steady.
See it better there. If you're doing jewelry, hopefully you already know about this, because these are like game changing.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about getting into jewelry, get one of these.
Yeah.
How much were these?
I think it was 89 cents, and there's 3 of them in there.
I mean, these will save you so much time. It's
frustration. Yep.
Okay, last one for me, scrapbooking still. Again, sometimes with the scrapbooking, you do like to go places with it and you bring your stuff. And it can be hard and challenging sometimes to bring everything with you. And I always love packaging, right? Little tiny package. What is in this cute little red box, you ask? It's double stick tape. But it's double stick tape in these little like plastic sheets.
Cool.
So that you can then pull off the 2 sides and put it down in a certain size. Easy to use, crazy cheap, 50 cents for a ton.
Yeah, and I like that it's all in a nice little box.
Yes.
So you don't lose them.
You don't lose them. Easy to travel, easy to keep. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so last. So I know people have seen these. These are the little sanders. These things are the bomb. You just have, you don't want to pull out your big sander, you don't have a sanding block or whatever. It's tiny, it gets in little spots, and it peels off. So you want a different, this is 240 grit. Hey, I need something a little more. So, oh, that's cut off. Hold please. Okay, so this one is 80 grit. So you need something, so you just put it on. Oops, so I can get it.
It's just Velcro.
Yep, just like if you had an orbital sander and they have the way they attach on, that's what this is. So it just did it. Do you like sound effects?
All done.
Yeah, for crafters that they don't want to lug all that big heavy stuff in, you can just keep this on your crafting table. Just need a little sanding, and there you go.
So we're crafters. Hopefully you are too. Tell us.
What was your favorite?
Yeah, and I would even like to know what's your favorite that we haven't shown you. What's a tool or something that you have that you just cannot live without when you're doing your crafting?
Yeah, Amazon, Walmart,
Anywhere.
Michael's, Hobby Lobby, wherever.
Put it down below in the comments. Attach a picture. Let us know.
Let us know.
Subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.